Coach Matt from the Scorpions. This is another of our videos in the series Dodging from X. So we've previously done videos where we discuss if we are dodging from X, which is behind the goal, we beat our defenseman cleanly. We'll do something called going over the top. That's where we get to GLE and we want to take the quickest angle to the goal. So we pull our shoulders and now we're facing the goal mouth, but pretty close to the crease. We talked about the inside roll dodge, which is where our defenseman has stayed with us, but he's overplaying our top side, so we roll inside and create space to the goal. That move, just like any of the other moves besides going over the top, requires you to get to this 5 and 5 area. So 5 yards up and 5 yards out. That gives you enough room and options to do an effective dodge so that you have a good shooting angle. If you settle for something a little closer to the goal, you won't really have as good a shooting angle. So the third one we had discussed was the rocker dodge. That's when somebody's playing even with us or playing slightly behind us, and we freeze them by rocking a little bit, and then we come over the top. This dodge is called a question mark dodge, and this is useful in a lot of circumstances, but used most commonly in two scenarios. The first is if you find yourself driving to the cage with your weak hand, because this dodge enables you to switch hands, so therefore you'd be shooting with your strong hand. And the second situation is if someone's playing even with us. This dodge allows you to create some separation between you and your defenseman so that you can take a good shot on cage. So the principle is similar to pretty much all the other dodges we've discussed, where we have to have good stick protection and protect the ball from our defenseman. So if I'm dodging for max, I'll do a move, hopefully get to my strong hand, which for me is my left hand. I have my arm up, chin and chest, and I want to get to this 5 and 5. So unlike an inside roll, where I'm going to basically pivot and I'll face the goal, since I haven't switched hands, I have a very good angle. With a question mark dodge, I have to switch hands. So if I settle for this here, and I go to make my move, you can see I really have a very low angle. So what makes this dodge work is if I'm covering someone he's even with me, I have to push him a little bit by getting low and getting my butt down and getting about to the center of the cage. Because what this will allow me to do is now, when I do my hand exchange and I switch, I'll have a good angle on the goal. So I get here, I sit down, and now I'm going to do my hand exchange, and then my stick goes to the sideline. Okay, when my stick goes to the sideline, this creates that separation. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot off this front foot here, and I'm going to try to put a shot low and away. When I put my shot low and away, okay, sorry about my right hand, it goes through. But after I take my shot and I follow through, I should find my front leg is now my back leg and vice versa, because otherwise you don't get much speed on your shot. And because you're coming with that opposite hand, you're going to be further away and it will require that extra speed. So just to summarize, just like in every other move except the going over the top, I need to get to the 5 and 5 for this dodge because I'm switching hands. I'm going to sit my butt down. I'm going to get to the middle of the cage, increases my shooting angle. Now I need to do a hand exchange, go to the sideline, and I make sure when I take my shot, which is based off my front foot, that I follow through. Now my back foot is my front foot. So when you practice this, make sure the kids do it from both sides. And to be honest, they should build on those other dodges before they do this particular dodge. So that is the question mark dodge.